They not stepping like they used to, bro.
Oh my
God damn. Oh yeah. And I'm editing that out. Calling them women hoes is crazy. That's crazy. That's growth out of me. Because normally you would have just texted me afterwards like, hey, you might want to clean that up. I caught myself. Caught myself, nigga.
I was gonna say something. I was like, let's just move on.
Due to a time constraint, I can't address this nigga properly. Man, welcome back to another episode of the Play for Keys podcast. The only podcast where we do something different every single day. Jax, on TikTok, they literally have you know how niggas are like, Kobe. I'm starting to see niggas do certain things and play basketball or whatever, and whenever they score and they do something tough, I'm starting to hear niggas say, bitch, I'm Bam. And that shit's starting to get that shit's starting to catch a little traction. I'm not gonna...
As they should. Wilt, Bam,
Kobe.
Like,
I'm just like, bitch, I'm Bam. Like some nigga like rizzed the girl up or something and got the number like off rip. Like he whatever, and as soon as she left, bitch, I'm Bam. Like 4 or 5 niggas just, bitch, I'm Bam. I'm just like,
83.
It's different, bro. It's different, bro. This is the only podcast where we do something different every single day. Not an episode, not an hour, all that jazz. Link in the description down below. I know that we don't get into our donation bag.
Donations.
Here comes the money.
Here we go.
Never forget to donate to a black
Here
business.
comes the money.
Never forget to donate to a black business. But without further ado, let's go ahead and not sugarcoat it, man. There's some things we just don't care about.
We do not care.
And because I ain't got the list, Jack's gonna have to lead it this week. I cannot see that bitch.
I'm not gonna lie, it hasn't been a big sports week, but so really the only thing we don't care about is March Madness is going on. The name does upset me because most of the games take place in April, but I digress. But there was a whole lot of upsets last night, and now only 1% or less than 1% of the brackets are left. So if you guys, is trying to do that a perfect bracket thing, sorry to you. You suck. My cousin, he called me last night. He was like, man, because he called me about, High Point beating Wisconsin or whatever. Do you see that game or no?
Yeah, that nigga was hooping.
He called me about that game. He was like, I lost, or no, he said he had like a parlay. It was like a 12 team parlay or something. He was like, he would have won 10. He bet 50. He was like, he would have won 10,000. He lost because High Point was the only team he lost on. I was like, dang, sucks to suck.
I saw a nigga put it was on Twitter. He had put a 2,500 on Duke just to like beat Siena. I guess it was like a low payout. Like, it would probably give him like $25 or something like that. And he tried to flex on it and be like, and they said I couldn't get lunch. Like, this is lunch money, easy money. And then there's like a quote retweet. He was like, I bet that nigga won't do that dumb shit again. Them niggas Duke almost lost to the 16s.
Bro. I mean, shoot, who was BYU? They lost, but I mean, it's Texas, so that's a more respectable team than Siena. All due respect.
Yeah.
Still.
And I think somebody else lost that was important. It was like a 12-5 seed or whatever.
Who was it?
But yeah. Oh, VCU beat what's that?
UNC.
Yeah, North Carolina. Yeah. And North Carolina was up 19 in the second half.
No, Caleb Wilson. That name right? Yeah, no, Caleb Wilson.
Man, look. Not University of Houston though. Got that dub. One thing I don't have to worry about is them losing in the first round. Them niggas take every round series. But we'll see. I think they play Texas A&M next, but we'll see how that works out and that jazz. But was that the only we do not care?
Yeah, that was the only thing.
Man, this is a heliocentric offense by Jax. I ain't got shit. There's nothing. I don't know where we're going next.
Right. But let's go ahead and get into the WNBA because people were scared. A lot of especially WNBA players, they were scared because they was like, "Oh my gosh, a lockout finna happen. We finna be broke. We not really finna be getting paid." But lo and behold, it looks like the WNBA and the Players Union or Association or whatever it's called. What is it called? I don't know. But regardless, they came to an agreement and they got the best deal they could have. Probably a deal better than they could imagine. Let's see. There we go. It got pulled up with Shams. Details of a landmark WNBA collective bargaining agreement. They have a new salary cap starting at $7 million, which is up from the $1.5 million they had. Average revenue share deal of nearly 20%. Supermax is starting at $1.4 million, and the average salary in the range of $600,000 and minimum above $300,000. That's, of course, it's still nowhere near to the NBA. It's not going to happen like that immediately, but that's respectfully, they was getting paid like pennies. Like I think who was it? Like Caitlin or It was like their salary was like 70,000 or something like that. Something crazy.
About like 80,000. Yeah, something crazy.
So now they're getting like real deal money. You know, I want to like the thing I'm curious about though. Like, when does all this go into effect? Because like they're on contracts right now. So like, does their like money automatically get boosted up like right now, or like what's up with that? Because I'd be offended or a little hurt if I'm making whatever like 80,000 or whatever, and this new rookie class come in and their minimum is 300 racks, and I'm better than them. I'd be like, all right, bro, come on. So that's what I want to know. When does
I think they all get that minimum increase, whatever that minimum is.
Okay.
Because it's not like respectfully, it's not like the women were making like mad buddy. Like some of them could just pay this shit off. Like, oh, like you only got 80K left on your deal anyway. Yeah, we could low key just pay this bitch off and give you the actual salary or whatever. But I think it goes into effect immediately. I think so. I definitely could be wrong, but I feel like there would have been more chatter by the vets, if it wasn't that way. Like, oh, they still gonna keep their salary, but these new niggas just wanna.
Honestly, I feel like they're probably just happy the deal got done, so they're probably not even gonna say nothing negative about it. Because like this is still like this is much better than anything they could have hoped for. I feel like.
Yeah, shout out to them for standing on business. It was. I like how it ended up working because you know when it sometimes when it comes to women, all of a sudden everybody got a degree. Like when it comes to women, all of a sudden everybody on the internet is an econ major.
Literally, bro. They just hate. They just hate
financial degrees.
Oh, the WNBA is not profitable. They can't increase the revenue. And this is no like. Shut up. Okay, this is these owners are billionaires. The WNBA is financed by the NBA, who is everybody in the NBA is stupid rich, bro. They can figure this out if they want to pay them fairly, which it can be argued that this isn't even like fair pay just yet, but like still, like I said, it's better than what they had already.
They what you call it? They treat these organizations like toys, nigga. Like let them invest in what they want to invest in. They treat them bitches like Legos, nigga. Like this is a collection. This is something I'm into. Fuck it. If I lose money, I lose money. That's how certain investors are. Like, yo, if I lose money, I lose money. Like, nigga, I got more money. Steve Ballmer care if something happens? Obviously not. Obviously not.
Steve Ballmer got a lot of stuff going on right now.
And he probably don't care. In the grand scheme of things, he would care more. I'm saying, like, he would care more if they, if they took his Legos from him. Now if they take his money, it's like, okay, nigga, I got more money. Yeah. Okay, slap me with a fine. Ooh, I'm bad.
When they be finding these billionaires, I just be like, this is not gonna do nothing. Bro. That's like taking a nickel from me, bro. Like that's not gonna do anything.
Ooh. Or my car, or like I'll upgrade it. Like the quarter I would use for my Aldi card. It's an inconvenience. Like damn, like I gotta find a quarter because I don't be finding quarters everywhere. But I will still be able to live at the end of the day. It's just an inconvenience to me at this moment. But yeah, shout out to the women, bro. Shout out to them. I'm glad.
I want to know. Well, we can already imagine some of the people are going to get max. Like Asia Wilson, she's going to have that super max.
Caitlyn finna
Nafisa
get a
Collier's
supermax.
whenever it's time for Caitlyn, she's going to get it. Same with Angel, probably same with Paige.
Yeah,
Who else?
this
Brianna Stewart for sure.
yeah, and I'm wondering what those.
Would Rakia get? I don't know. I mean, probably. But what were you saying though?
Yeah, that's when it comes to people like Rakia and some other people. Like, I wonder how many super maxes, or like what a super max would look like, from a salary cap perspective for them. Because it's just kind of like, okay, like how many with the Celtics, they got like 2 niggas on super maxes and are still able to kind of like have a good roster, a good team. I'm wondering what a supermax would be able to do. Like, well, how much flexibility do they have when they give somebody a supermax? Is it going to just be one, and you still got to kick niggas to the curb because like, we just ain't got the money? That'll tell me how many players are actually going to get these supermaxes when it comes to team construction. But that's later down the line because we're just we're just going to be happy for the new money that's being bestowed upon these women. So, to the haters that said it wasn't gonna happen, now what, nigga? It's here now, and you never cared because it's Crickers now.
Oh, also one more thing about this new CBA. It allows for the WNBA to eventually expand to 52 games. So they're gonna have
how many games is that now? It's like 40 something.
I don't know. I should know that, but I don't know.
Because I feel like they upgraded it. I think they upgraded it to like 40 something this past season.
Oh yeah, right now now it's 44.
Yeah, I think they added like 5 or 6 games this past season. So to get it to 52, not bad. Yeah. I wonder if that means they're going to start the seasons earlier or prolong them later.
That's a good question.
But
anyways, moving on. We go from WNBA to NBA basketball because another horrible, or not another horrible thing, but a terrible thing happened to MVP candidate Cade Cunningham. He will be missed. He's going to miss an indefinite amount of time because he has a collapsed lung, apparently. Let me see. Actually, can I find the play it happened on? Is it in the plays? Let me see. Pull up. No, regardless. I can't find the play. But this sort of like one, collapsed lung is absolutely crazy to start off. 2, because the Pistons, they're a good team. They're one of the top teams in the East. They're comfortably going to make the playoffs. But Cade is quite literally the engine of that team. They said he's expected to, or they said they hope he can return for the playoffs. I hope that too because I like watching Cade play. But like, is it over for them if he doesn't come back? Like, do you think they can win a round if he doesn't come back?
I think it depends on matchup, honestly. I don't even know who like their secondary ball handler is. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. Them niggas end up getting matched up by the Hornets. They're not winning that playoff series without Cade.
Respectfully, even with Cade, they might not win because the Hornets play them.
The Hornets are playing very good basketball. And y'all done already got into a tussle with them niggas, so they already have added chip on their shoulder. Regardless.
The Pistons are the 1 seed right now, so they could play any of the Heat, the Sixers, or the Hornets.
The Sixers don't really bother me.
Yeah, Sixers don't bother. Heat don't. Heat neither. I'm not really worried about. If I'm the Pistons, I'm not worried about.
I'm really not worried about the Heat. I think they, like I said, the NBA Finals happened 2 weeks ago when Bam hit that 83. There's in a 7-game series. I think y'all should be fine.
Very much so.
Because I don't know who their main ball handler is over there anyway. So
Bam.
Well,
what are we doing?
Yeah, I would feel. Yeah, and the fact that Asia can't be at them games come playoff time because she has her own season to worry about. He ain't gonna try to. He ain't there to impress nobody, so it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Yeah, it's really just the Hornets. Yeah, first round should be good. After that, you're cooked. I don't see y'all beating the Cavs. I don't see y'all beating the Celtics. I don't see y'all beating. Honestly, I don't see y'all beating the Knicks. Even though I had y'all beating them at first. But if y'all play them without Cade, you're not winning.
I just don't believe. Just me. I just never believe in the Knicks. Regardless, I'm always pick the Knicks to lose. I don't know what it is. I just don't believe in the Knicks. I don't think they're a serious organization.
They're serious enough to beat them niggas. They did it last season.
Very
with
true.
Cade.
You make a compelling argument.
I gotta relax and be like, okay, at the end of the day, I still am talking about the Pistons. They've had great leaps and bounds. This ain't the Celtics either, nigga.
Exactly.
So
where do you?
We'll see.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say, where do you land on like the MVP voting or like the MVP debate? Who do you? Well, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say you think SGA is the MVP, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay, just had to make sure you was on the right side of history. But like as far as like 2 and 3, where do you think Cade lands? Because I think he's second. Because a lot of people have it as SGA, Cade, then Wemby, which I sort of think is the correct order. But I've seen some people say like, "Oh man, Luka needs to be in that top 3 or Jokic." Although I'm not sure if Jokic can even make it because of games.
I don't think Jokic has enough games anymore. I don't think so.
I can't remember exactly. But like, where do you land on that whole thing though?
Due to the 65 game rule, that nigga K was gonna be ineligible anyway. But I'm gonna be honest with you. This is probably one of the first seasons I did not give a fuck about the second or third spot. Like I was just like, this kind of SGA's, nigga. Not saying that it was a runaway like Steph Curry's unanimous or anything like that. But this was the first time where it really didn't feel like no real debate to be like, fighting for like, oh my God, like who should have been the third? I wasn't having them conversations. I ain't gonna bless you.
Thank you. I think it was sort of a little bit close, but then that Denver game where SGA hit like the 2 threes and one of them was like the game winner or whatever, or he thought both of them were game winners, but then the Nuggets went down and scored after the first one. But like, I think that was the game that like, okay, he's leaps and bounds above absolutely everybody as far as the MVP. But I do think Cade, if like I said, he might not make the 65 game no more, but if he did, he'd for sure be second in my imaginary MVP ballot because he's been hooping quite literally, and the Pistons look better than they have in freaking forever. So it's a sucky end to a great season by Cade, but you know he's gonna be back next season, and he's gonna be called again. So I'm not really too worried about that.
Yeah.
But
I don't even know how long collapsed lungs. I don't even know how long that takes to like recover from. Apparently this is something you can't rehab either. I think somebody corrected.
It's your lung. Like it just has to like fill back up again because like when it's collapsed, that hole is like a squeezed juice pouch. You just gotta wait for it to reinflate.
You gotta wait for it to get back up.
Yeah, but it's no rehab, there's no exercise you can do. It just has to come back. So that's the crazy part about it. Yeah. But keeping the NBA though, I think the NBA is officially going through with their whole adding 2 teams thing, which personally I don't think they should do because we already got teams like the Wizards and the Nets, bro. And you're trying to add 2 more teams to be competitive. Like, be so serious.
Yes.
But the NBA, they're adding 2 teams. And it looks like either the Grizzlies or the Timberwolves. Yeah, either the Grizzlies or the Timberwolves are going to be moved to the Eastern Conference. And let me pull up this map real fast and let me see your take on the new conference alignment. What people think the new conference alignments are going to look like. Let me see. You can see my screen real fast, right?
Yeah, I can.
All right, this is how the division would look if the Timberwolves go. You see this crazy division, or this is how we're assuming it would look. Okay. But this is the area for the Sonics team because they're going to make the Sonics, and the Las Vegas team right here. This division with the Jazz, Nuggets, the Thunder, and the Grizzlies is going to be a war zone, I feel like. But like I said, focus on the East. It had the Timberwolves, the Bucks, the Pistons, and the Bulls in one division. And then if the Grizzlies move, it would look like probably Memphis, Atlanta, Orlando in the Heat. Which one which division or which sort of map do you think works best?
For the first map. I think the first map worked. Like, and even now, looking at
Mhm.
where I didn't realize how far away Minneapolis was away from like their actual division to begin with. Like their travel schedule,
That was
they
all
probably
good.
have the most insane travel schedule out of everybody. Like the amount of flights them niggas probably have to do and whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, they just see like I get that technically even the Pelicans are a little bit closer east than like some of these other teams.
Hmm.
I just think it just makes more sense for them to be grouped with um the Bucks and the
Yeah.
Pistons and the Bulls because within your division, you play everybody within your division more games than everybody else in the 82 games. I think you get what 3 or 4.
I think 4.
Yeah, you play everybody in your division like 4 times, and then everybody else is at bare minimum 2, sometimes even 3. But flying out 4 times to certain places, that's crazy. Yeah. The what do you consider this? Like, that's not necessarily the Midwest for the Nuggets. I don't know what you call that area of the United States, because the Midwest is normally like where the Chicago,
Yeah.
Minneapolis, like that's Midwest. What do you call this area? This big ass land, this big ass piece of land that's not the West Coast.
The Middle East, I don't know. But I don't even what is it like? I don't know. There's a name for that region. What is it? I
You know what I'm
don't
saying? Like because you have the West Coast, the East Coast, the South, Midwest.
They're dead ass a name for this. I don't know it though, but there is a name for it. Is it like no, it's not. It wouldn't
And
be
low key, the Midwest don't even feel Midwest for real.
the
It
Midwest.
look Mid East.
The Midwest, this has been bothering me the entire. Like when I figured out what the Midwest, it's been bothering me so. Like the Midwest is not. It's not west of nothing, bro. It's the Middle East, if anything. If anything, bro. Like they just don't call it the Middle East because the real Middle East is on the
The
other
real
side.
Middle East.
But the
I
Midwest is
think
not west of
originally,
nothing.
they solidified it as the Midwest before the gold rush happened. Like, yeah, you're west of like our starting founding colonies, maybe. So you're west of that. But then we just never updated our lingo. Honestly, the Nuggets is probably the real Midwest.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, like if we being honest with each other.
Like
But we
that.
don't call it the Midwest.
The region you was talking about with the Jazz, the Nuggets, the Thunder, and that's the Midwest. That's the
That's low
actual
key the
Midwest.
Midwest.
The stuff where the Minnesota in them, that's not the Midwest. This is just I don't know what you would call this.
That's the Middle East. You know what? I'm just gonna keep calling it the Middle East, nigga. Who gonna stop you?
The Middle East will.
It is the Middle East because with Indiana there, that's for sure the Middle East.
Yeah,
That's come on now.
it's stupid.
The Halaban, the Middle East got the Halaban. Man, come on, bro. Like it's making too much sense to me right now.
That's terrible.
Come on,
That's terrible.
that's crazy. That's crazy.
Oh, but back to this expansion though. If in fact the Timberwolves do get moved east, I think that's gonna be. I think nobody's gonna be happier than Anthony Edwards because he's getting out of the war zone that is the West. He don't got to see the Spurs or the Thunder. You don't got to see the prime Spurs or the Thunder in their heyday. So that's gonna and the East be sort of weak. I feel like so that's gonna be really good for him.
They say that, but
Or at
at
least
the end of the day, he still got to go through Boston.
I'm not moved. I'm not moved, bro.
I
Boston,
mean,
Boston doesn't move me. I understand they won a
yeah,
championship.
I mean,
Boston doesn't
yeah,
move me.
yeah, nigga, he don't move you. Yeah, you don't. You're not moved because you're an OKC fan, nigga. Nobody's moving you, nigga. But Anthony Edwards and the Timberwolves, nigga. Yes, look, I understand that them niggas, is, they done made the Western Conference Finals a couple times, like a couple back-to-back times.
Yeah.
And I can respect that. But the route that they took to get to the Western Conference Finals, especially last year, I'm like, nigga, you dodged the big juggernauts anyway. You dodged the Nuggets. You dodged OKC all the way until the Western Conference Finals. Your second round matchup.
The Timberwolves can beat
Your
them.
sec,
The Timberwolves can
your,
beat
se- That's.
They've done it before.
I'm not saying they didn't. I'm not saying they didn't. But I'm saying last season in particular, I'm just like, okay, bet like you not going for the most part. You would pray. Yes, there's a lot of juggernauts of the West. The like the chances of you playing every single juggernaut in the West is slim. Like out of the OKC Thunder, the Spurs, the Nuggets, nigga, you not playing all three of them back to back to back. One of them niggas gonna get dropped off. They all not gonna make it to the Western Conference Final, depending on what the seating is and the Lakers. So yes, there's a lot of bad shit going on, but at the same time, look, and shit, the way them niggas was moving what last season? Like yes, you not moved by Boston, but I don't think Indiana's moved by the Timberwolves last year. Like if the Timberwolves was in the East, it's not moving Hallie.
I mean,
That's not moving Hallie at all, nigga.
I'm not like nothing was moving Halliburton, bro. Even the Thunder wasn't moving Halliburton. I'm not gonna lie. The Thunder wasn't moving. He was just on. He was on a heater, bro. He was on a crazy heater in the playoffs. Nothing was moving him.
I just feel like, and this is my personal opinion, I truly do believe the East is a more balanced conference. Like we have more higher highs with the Western Conference. I'm not saying that they're completely top heavy, but there's just a lot of names in the Western Conference. The East, at any given time, the AC can surprise a nigga, get a nigga nervous. You know what I mean? There's plenty of times the Miami Heat ain't had no business doing what the fuck they were doing. Indiana.
That's just Eric Spoelstra, I'm not gonna lie. He just good at his job.
To this day, can't nobody explain Indiana to nobody. Nobody can explain Indiana to me. Even though we don't have faith in the Knicks, they still find a way to be in the mix, nigga. Like, so I just think there's just more like competent rosters versus what the West has, especially on the bottom tier. Like Phoenix not gonna surprise nobody. Like they're gonna make the playoffs, but like be fucking for real. I don't.
You're right.
Of course, Anthony Edwards is not gonna fear the fucking Phoenix, nigga. Hell no. That's just me though.
We was talking about
this there.
Bro, I feel bad for Steph, bro. But he's also probably like a billionaire, so I don't feel that bad for him. But still. But we was talking all this about the expansion. I still don't think the NBA needs to expand. I'm not gonna lie. Because these teams, it's too many sucky teams, bro.
I mean, I get what you're saying. I really do. I do understand where you're coming from. That being said, I knew it was going to happen because money. Like as soon as money was involved, I was like, oh, okay, bet. Because at first people were just like, oh, like the owners going to sign up on this. Once I found out that for every new team that's added, that's $200 million each that the owners get, which means 2 teams are being added. You can get $400 million as an owner just for doing nothing, just for saying the word yes. I'm getting $400 million. I'm like, oh yeah, they're passing this. I know that is it going to water down the league? Technically, it's going to, like by letter of the law. I'm also somebody that is under the presumption that half of these bad teams are simply just tanking. The Wizards should not be as bad as they are. Yes, they let Bam hit 83, but they're more than talented to not do dumb shit like that. Like they're not Bam 83 bad. They can't be. They're not that bad.
I don't know, bro. Bam got 83, so they clearly are Bam 83 bad.
When you intentionally starting to sit niggas like Utah and Indiana and all that stuff, like y'all just trying to have a good draft pick. So I kind of take some of that shit with a grain of salt. But yeah, Las Vegas is inevitable. Like it just seems like everybody
wants a team in Vegas.
Yeah, so I don't even think Adam Silver is doing his job if like he's the only league that doesn't have a professional sports team in that city because they have everything else. They have that. They have the Oakland A's is going to transfer over to the Las Vegas.
They do have hockey, right?
They do have hockey. Yeah. They have They have hockey. I think they have soccer. They have hockey, soccer, football, and baseball, and
And the WNBA.
and a WNBA team that's successful. For Adam Silver to be like, oh fuck no, we not explaining our league. Like they gonna look at that nigga. There's gonna be mad niggas like this nigga not doing his job.
Yeah.
So he can't even fight that one for real. And then Seattle been clamoring for a team. So Seattle low key feel like a here nigga damn
Nah, but
because
they
they feel
also
like damn like you gonna give Las Vegas one before giving our team back.
because I think OKC. There's like a documentary, but I haven't read it the whole thing, or rather, I haven't watched the whole thing. But I know OKC they low key like slimed out. What you call it? I can't think. They slimed out Seattle. That's how they ended up with the team. So that's why Seattle's always been mad at them. And that first OKC Seattle game will be in Seattle is going to be real hatred. I'm gonna be ready for it. And KD's gonna be there too because KD's gonna. If they make a team in Seattle, KD's going back for like his final season. Yes, he is, bro. Stop. But anyways,
It's a nice dream.
all right, bro. But actually, before we move on from basketball, I just seen an update on my phone. We can just talk about this real fast, but apparently the Warriors were trying to trade for Giannis and it didn't work. And it turns out that the Warriors they offered the Bucks 4 unprotected first round picks, and the Bucks still said no. You think that's worth Giannis?
4 unprotected first.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if that's gonna help the Warriors, but I think he is worth 4 unprotected first. If Desmond Bain is worth 5 first rounders, I think that 4 unprotected first for in prime Giannis for sure.
I mean, the Bucks still said no, which is imagine Giannis with Steph would be crazy. So it's never gonna happen though.
I guess they're asking themselves. I'm trying to figure out why they would say no unless they want like a. But they can't be asking for no young player. Who the fuck they want? Pods?
I mean, but then to be honest though, if it's 4 unprotected first round picks and the Warriors have Giannis, those are going to be low first round picks more than likely.
You would think, but shit be happening. I thought the Nets picks were going to be low first rounders, and then them niggas never won a chip, and niggas left mad early. Harden left literally the next year. And now this unprotected 2027 that we have look like it's about to feed generations, nigga. I don't know.
That's fair.
I don't know, bro. But yeah, because it's not 4 consecutive years. You can't give it up every year. It has to be every other year. So essentially, at bare minimum, it had to be 26, 28, 30, and 32 that you would give up.
NBA trade stuff is so weird because why is it like that? Like that's so ugly.
Because of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
What you mean?
Their owner was so bad in the 80s that they made that rule that you cannot draft consecutive draft picks because that nigga kept trading away his draft picks for some bullshit. Like he's the reason why the Rockets have Moses Malone. Like he could have had Moses Malone. He traded that pick. Like he traded when he said 5 unprotected 5, and then he just kept doing it. And them niggas had 10 years. Them niggas didn't have a first round pick because the nigga just traded that shit away. It's like nah.
I guess
we got to protect.
They shouldn't have changed the rule. They should if he want to be a bad owner, let him be a bad owner.
Nah, that was bad for business. That's why he part of the reason the league almost folded. Yeah, bro. He's the reason the league almost folded, nigga. In the 70s, Magic Johnson had to save this nigga.
But let's go ahead and get into some. Excuse me. Let's go ahead and get into some football real fast. The offseason it's been low key been like a crazy offseason. There's been a whole lot of movement, trades, etc. happening. And new trade just happened. The Miami Dolphins went ahead and traded Jalen Waddle to the Denver Broncos. So Bo Nix got him a new wide receiver. Denver, they get Waddle and the Dolphins' 4th round pick. And Miami gets the Broncos' 1st rounder, which is 30th overall, and a late 3rd and 4th round pick. On the Broncos side of things, it's good for them because well known. I think Bo Nix is really bad at his job, so he gets him another receiver that should help. They already got Cortland Sutton, who's a pretty good receiver. He's underrated as hell. Like he's hooped his whole entire career. His just teams just don't really do anything, so that's why nobody gives him respect. But he's cold. He's like a bigger possession type receiver. Getting Jalen Waddle, give him that speed receiver that everybody wants, and he's going to be in a Sean Payton offense, who's one of the greatest offensive minds in the NFL. So it should, and they're playing in Denver with that high altitude, so he can get deep pass. Because like I said, I don't think Bo Nix is good, but like it's easy to throw up there because the air is so thin, so he can get some deep balls as well. So I think it's going to work out well for the Broncos, even though I still think they suck because of Bo Nix. But on the Dolphins side of things, this makes no sense to me because now the Dolphins don't have like the only weapon the Dolphins have is Devin Achan, who is a good running back, but like he's like 5'9", 180 pounds, and he's your only weapon. Like his body's gonna explode. I don't know why the Dolphins would do that. So, and they also just got Malik Willis too. Gonna be his second year starting. His first year starting with the Dolphins, and they got him so they can like prove, or so he can prove that, hey, I'm worth it to be the starter. And now he's gonna give him no weapons. It doesn't really make sense to me, but that's the Dolphins for you.
Yeah, when it comes to Miami, I stopped feeding into like the logic of things. Obviously, Malik is not their long term answer. They were just trying to get off the Tua Tagovailoa books while still having somebody that wasn't Dylan Gabriel caliber at the starting quarterback. They're I think they're trying to ethically like an ethical tank. That's what I see here. Like you still have like your like when the Rockets had Kevin Martin. Like I knew he wasn't going nowhere. Nigga was hooping though. Nigga gave me a good time, gave me a couple buckets here and there. I'm like, damn, a 30 ball, 40 ball? I had fun. I mean, I knew he wasn't that good. Oh shit, we might sneak in to the playoffs, baby. If we just get a little hot streak. You know, you get Devin A. Chan and stuff like that. But, you know, ultimately it's not a miserable team. You know, it's not a miserable job or whatever. And, you know, we got blessed by James Harden, you know, with James Harden after all of that. So it was cool. That's how I view, like, Miami. Like, they're going to have a good time. It's going to be there for vibes.
When was the last time Miami had a good time for real?
It's Miami. I mean, the bar is extremely low for, like, what a good time is in Miami. I think the last time they had a good time is probably when they got when they traded for Tyreek Hill. I think the city was buzzing. I think the city was popping. Just that lets me know just one individual signing.
Tyreek did have
flip all this shit around, at least for them. I don't know though. I think.
I mean, yeah, but
honestly, no, I'm saying like they're not gonna do shit this season. Like this season's a wash. It's over.
No, but I'm saying you were like one individual signing could turn. You said one individual.
No, I'm talking about like them having
Miami.
a good time. I'm talking about them. I'm just talking about them like having good vibes. I'm not talking about them actually like leveling up in foot. No, it's still the Miami Dolphins. But one individual signing can turn the vibe up and be like, "Hey, it's lit now." We got. I don't want to say a random name because it may not. Like, say they would have signed like Max Crosby or something. That would have turned the city up. Like, oh shit, we got Max Crosby. We good. Like, it's lit. We'll see how it goes.
I mean, yeah, but the thing about that though is Miami now. I think because of this trade, I think it was like Miami now has $175 million in dead cap space, and I think like the cap in the NFL in general is only like 330. I say only, like it's a little bit, but it's $330 million. So they have over half their cap space is gone to players who aren't on their team anymore. So it's like, can they even field a competitive roster? Because they still need to sign players, and they still got to sign their rookies and stuff too. So owners just be playing around. Owners and GMs just be playing around with these like millions of dollars, and just get rewarded for it.
They get rewarded for it. What Malik Willis was what? Well, I think what Miami's if everything goes right for Miami, I think what would happen is Malik Willis ends up surprisingly balling out, but not balling out to the point where they feel like he's their franchise guy, but just good enough where, okay, he has some good value. We can flip him and then go get the quarterback we really want in next year's draft. But the Malik Willis flip can give us more draft picks to draft a roster around the new quarterback that we get next season, which is why they went ahead and got rid of Jalen Waddle, because it's like, yo, by the time we get our act together, you're going to be washed, and it's going to be you light my fire. So we're going to still flip you while you still have value, because if we try to flip you by the time everything is under control over here, you're not going to be the same player. I think that's if everything goes right, but this is Miami. Everything doesn't go right there. So it's probably not going to go that way. But I think that's the only vision I could see. I don't even know who's a part of like the staff now. Like, I don't know who's part of the front office. I don't know who they got rid of and whatnot. Like, I
know,
kind of like
their head coach. He was the Packers defensive coordinator. That's why they got Malik Willis, because they know like he used to be with the Packers. So, and then I think their GM was also with the Packers too. So that's, like I said, that's why they got Malik Willis, because they like know him and are familiar with him. But still,
I'm interested to see what that Packers coaching tree look like. I don't hear a lot of like Packers people.
I think the Packers coaching tree is technically the same as Sean McVay's coaching tree, because I think the Packers coach came from Sean McVay.
LaFleur?
Yeah, because that's what, remember in the playoffs or whatever, Ben Johnson, he, after they beat the Packers, he was like talking shit about the Packers coach, and then Sean McVay beat him.
Yeah,
they were like best friends or something like that. Yeah, so that's a Sean McVay coaching tree.
I'm not mad. We'll see how they go. You know, we'll see how it goes though.
But one more football thing before we finish everything. It looks like disaster is on the horizon, because the NFL is laying the groundwork for hiring replacement officials this season if the league is unable to agree on a new collective bargaining agreement with the NFL Referees Association. And I don't know if I know Greg remembers it. I don't know if viewers remember it, but the last time the NFL had replacement refs was some of the worst. I don't know if you can call it like the worst football, because the football was still like on the same caliber of what it always is. But it's just the officiating just ruined so many games. Actually, I think, let me see if I can. Let's see. Is this it? Yep. If you probably don't remember, the Fail Mary, one of the worst officiated plays in NFL history. I remember watching this.
The game's final play is a Wilson rock to the
end zone.
Fought for by Tate with Jennings simultaneous. Who has it? Who do they give it to? Touchdown! One guy goes up, touchdown. The other said no time. Has to be looked at because it's a score. Still have an official down there in the pile. You can't go to replay to determine who caught the ball. So that call has to be made on the field. You see the one.
I played with clearly an interception. They called it a touchdown. One of the worst. And it was stuff like this was going on every single week, because they just had random ass niggas being the refs. Like, they was getting like, I think they was getting people from literally everywhere, like D2 refs, high school refs, whatever. Just if you know some rules, go be a ref. And like, the NFL is always money hungry. They're always going to try to, not do right by any type of players. The NFL is not going to try to do right by any type of union whatsoever. So of course stuff like this is going to keep happening. But it's just like, at what cost? Like, why are they like? Because they've seen how bad refs get. I don't understand what their thought process is. I'm not gonna lie to you. Just whatever they want, give them. Give them whatever they want, bro.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I complained the least about the refs this past season. Like, I think, like, are they bad? Do they have bad moments? Of course, but I feel like out of the times that I've complained about refs, I think this past season I haven't complained as much as I would normally do when it comes to a dumbass call or whatever. Mainly because like New York will make the call, or there'll be times where
Yeah.
like the instant replay kind of like corrects any like wrongdoing that actually happened. So yeah, nigga, like please don't. New York can only save you for so much, for some like you know what I mean, like.
Even is it finna? It's finna be like. Would it not be replacement refs up in New York too? Like doing that whole
Oh
thing.
damn, I didn't even think about that. Oh shit.
Like, I don't think it's
Hey,
gonna work out for nobody.
you a nigga in the New York booth. They don't get it to snap the ball. They still trying to wave it down.
Bro.
Yeah, it can get
I
spooky.
just
I ain't gonna lie, it can get spooky. Yeah, let's not
well,
do that. Honestly.
yeah,
Honestly.
Roger just lock in real fast because I think the replacement refs. Well, that failed Mary, that was I think that happened, and then like the next week there was normal referees again. So we,
Yeah. History.
I'm
Don't
trying to
don't
think
let
how
history
long.
repeat itself.
I think they had like replacement refs for like I think it was only like a month, but still, it was a terrible last month.
Horrible.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if I can
And
remember.
then all that goddamn explaining afterwards, trying to defend you. Shut the hell up.
Do you think it's wise for you to keep talking?
Just say you fucked up and move on, nigga. You know what I mean? When shit like this happens, stop trying to double down.
And low key, like another thing about this is they doing all like gambling is legal now, and everybody be doing. And you can get just a random nigga ref, and you could probably have somebody be like, "Hey, we'll get, I'll give you X amount of money if you do this, that, and the third." They'll be like,
Donna,
"You know
hey,
what?
bro, a NFL Donahue? God damn.
I could. It's gonna be easier for that to happen, bro. I could see that happening, and it
All of
will.
a sudden,
It's going.
you see a,
Like it
you see a
wouldn't be
light skinned
funny,
nigga.
but I would laugh. You said what?
All of a sudden, you start seeing replacement refs. It's Jonte Porter. You had no clue. He just
Is he?
there.
He's in jail, right? Like he's like in actual jail. They end up putting him in like real jail.
I don't know if he's like officially like in there, but I think they're trying him, and if he like, if everything goes the way we all think it is, he's gonna serve some jail time, but it won't be a lot. It won't be a lot. It'll probably be like a
Being a
year.
six, being a 6'10" nigga in jail is crazy. Cause I know it's not comfortable. Granted, jail's not comfortable, period. But like a 6'10" nigga, I know it's terrible.
Yeah, especially if you with the general population. Yeah, 6'10", 6'10", and you had injury issues.
I mean, at least they always want to hoop with you though. When they go to rec time or whatever, you'll be first pick. So there's positives, I guess, with that.
But like, what if you don't feel like hooping? And now you got niggas threatening like, yo, nigga, like you don't have an option, nigga. You're playing. Or they'll be like, oh, that's all right. That's all right. Don't walk alone. Don't walk alone, my nigga. I got mad commissary on this game, nigga. You gonna hoop?
Man,
Like it's different. It's a difference. It's a difference between Jonte Porter and Michael Vick. Niggas left Mike Vick alone. That's a superstar.
Yeah.
Everybody knew who Mike Vick was.
Niggas know Mike Vick. You can't do
You know
nothing.
Mike Vick. You? No, nigga, you're a body. You're 6'10". You can help me play basketball right now, nigga. You're an easy lick for some other niggas. Hell no. Yeah, bro. That nigga might have a miserable time in jail.
I anticipate most people have miserable times in jail. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You're right. As a nigga with money, though, as a nigga with money, he might have a worse time in jail versus other niggas that have money in jail. He the type of nigga to say, "Oh no, I got you when I get out. I got something. I'll put something in your book when I get out. I promise." Lying.
That's just. I still can't like, nigga. How you up that much money? And I can't. I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. But that was the last football thing we had, though. So, Greg, I really do think it is about that time.
Absolutely. It is about that time. If I can find the goddamn. It is hot takes of the week. I'll go ahead and go first since I always Always let you go first. I'll go first.
Type.
I'm gonna keep it basketball. I'm gonna keep it hoops. My hot take is that Joe Mazzulla is the Sean McVay basketball. Niggas be asking us, or not, they don't be asking us because we're not fans, but there's always that age-old ass conversation. Oh my God, whose team is it? Jason Tatum's team? Is it Jaylen Brown's team? They gotta coincide together. Blah 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 blah. My nigga, it's Joe Mazzulla's team. All right. The fact that nigga lost Jason Tatum, and niggas were fully expecting, including myself, for there to be a significant drop off, low key, maybe even just tank it out. You know what I mean? Get a nice little draft pick for 2026. It's a good class. You know
Go
what I
ahead,
mean?
get
Pretty
AJ
cool.
DeBanza.
You just kind of go like the Indiana Pacers route. Like it's not gonna really pan out for us this year. We're not gonna win. So why just strategically, ethically tank or whatever the fuck, or unethically tank, whatever. The fact that he was able to still do stuff around Jaylen Brown, and get them still within that second and third seed, because they started off a little rough, at the start of the season, but
Yeah.
being able to make certain trades, in season trades, get flipping players, getting players out of there, make the system is the system over there. Yeah, it's for sure Joe Mazzulla's team. When I think of the Boston Celtics, I don't think this is. In the past, I probably thought, oh yeah, this is Jason Tatum's team. No, nigga, this is how I view. And I'm not calling that nigga Pop, but when you think about the Spurs and Tim Duncan, it's like, okay, you think about Tim Duncan and you think about Pop. When I think about the Celtics, I think about Jason Tatum and I think about Joe Mazzulla. Point blank period. They've had mad niggas leave and they've added niggas. And they've made the finals. They've made the conference finals. They're always in the mix. They're always winning 50 plus games every season. And although everybody else changes, the Cavaliers aren't what they used to be. All of a sudden the Pistons sprout up. The Indiana Pacers have a resurgence or whatever. The Celtics are always in them top 2 seeds. No matter who else is fluctuating in the Eastern Conference, the Celtics is always there. So the fact that they're about to add, Jason Tatum's already there. The fact that they're going to be there and Jason Tatum's going to be there, to add to it, yeah, nigga, this is how it is for Mazzulla. I got to give him the same respect I would probably give Sean McVay. And it's not like Sean McVay got mad rings. He only got one. So I can put them in the same category, in my opinion. They both have rings. They both have one singular ring, and they're talked about like, damn, like these niggas nice. These niggas young. they're innovative. Nice. Yeah. Now Joe Mazzulla got his job in an unconventional way, via infidelity. But other than that, nigga's insane. And that nigga has mad quotables.
Yeah, you're not wrong about that.
Yeah, I mean it's probably he got to be like a top 2, top 3 coach in the game right now.
Mazzulla for sure.
Yeah,
top 3.
I would say 2. Yeah, like I would say he's 2. I'm trying to figure.
Yeah, I was saying 3 to be safe, but he's for sure.
Yeah, because I don't know who's 1 right now. Pop is. I mean, I guess you say Coach Spo, maybe. I don't know.
Like I feel like Spo's like a perpetual like top 5 in that, because like the Heat always suck, but he always gets into the playoffs.
He always maximizes his roster
exactly.
Times.
But then I also think you got to say Daigneault with OKC, because granted OKC's talented, but the way he's able to just use everybody. I think he got to be up there as well. People don't really like Chris Finch for some reason, so there's that. So he probably
I don't know. I think outside of Kenny Atkinson.
Yeah, he needs some love as well.
Yeah, Kenny Atkinson, and honestly, the current Spurs coach is getting up there. Was it Mitch Robinson? I forgot his name.
Mitch Johnson.
Mitch Johnson. Who the fuck is? Oh, I'm thinking about the
Mitch Robinson is the center.
yeah. But Other than that, that's my hot take. That's probably out of all of the teams, when they say, yo, whose team this is, he's like in the top two of niggas that I think about when it comes to like, okay, the coach is the leader of this team.
Yeah.
That's my take.
All right. My hot take is, if you're married or you're getting married, if you're a woman and you're getting married, or honestly, if you're a man as well, and you're getting married to a rich person, just go ahead. If they want you to sign the prenup, go ahead and sign the prenup and just steal from them on the side. Like, is this legal? I don't know.
It's probably not.
Is it morally wrong though? No. You said what?
I said it probably is illegal.
I mean, like, but it's also you guys' funds together because y'all are a unit. Y'all are one. But like this whole thing, it came because I was talking to my mom actually about the Dallas Cowboys thing because Dak, he broke up with, or him and his fiance broke up before their wedding, and people were like, "Oh, it's probably because of prenup and blah blah blah." And I was like, "Yeah, no, I don't think it's that." And my mom, she was like, "That never made sense." She said it never made sense to her because like she would probably just take money from off the side. Like I don't, and I agree with her because I'm like, listen, the like of course a rich person will want you to sign the prenup. That's cool, but like if we're together, that means we both have access to these funds. Go ahead and get you a little offshore bank account and put some money in there. So like just in case it don't work out, you can go ahead and like, to be fair, if you're getting married to somebody and you know they really like not shit for real, one, you shouldn't be getting married to them in the first place. But two, if you're going to get married, go ahead and take a little money off the top, put it to the side somewhere. Like I don't think that's not terrible. Like especially if they make you sign a prenup, like I don't think they should. Like, I think that's a good thing. I think you should do it. Is it?
Yeah, you gotta know how to play the game.
Yeah, like it's illegal possibly, but it's not morally wrong. I don't think. Just making sure you straight for real. That's what I think.
To add on to that, for ladies that are trying to put money to the side, specifically, send it to your mother's savings account. Just put it in your mother's savings account.
Yeah.
They can't get on your ass for taking care of your mother. They can't. Like that's crazy. Like that's not holding up in court. She's stealing money. She's stealing money from me. My mom's, yo. You know what I mean? I'm taking care of moms. That's crazy. You don't want my mom to have a roof over her head? That's insane. That's a gift. You can't do nothing with that.
You can't make, when you give their mom the money, make sure you classify it as a gift because you can't tax those.
Oh God, like come on now, like you know what I mean. And on top of that, it never made sense for, and I think they kind of dispelled those rumors that it had anything to do with a prenup per se for that case. But even when that was like the rumor going around, that shit never made sense because they already have kids. She was going to get money regardless. So for her to be quote unquote stuck on that, that's very idiotic, and that's just a red pill talking point. And speaking to you red pill niggas, when it comes to prenups, actually have something. If you're actually gonna ask for a prenup, I need a prenup. What do you own, nigga? I just want to know what do you own that you scared that you about to lose? You live in an apartment. What do you own?
Niggas have
your car's not paid off.
All liabilities.
No offshore account. Nigga, maybe one scratch off ticket. You don't have anything. So for you to be so pressed that somebody's gonna take your money, huh? Niggas that are scared of child support, they can only take what you have. They're not taking $50,000 from you. You don't have that. They're gonna take $50 from you, and you're still being neglectful. That's low key. $50 a month?
To be honest, like if it's child support, nigga, support your children. Like what are we doing? She trying to take money for herself. The fuck she finna do with $50 a month? You can't even get nails with that. What is she frivolously spending on? Gas in her car, nigga? I want to know. You can't even $50. You can't get the full tank with 50 no more. You can't get the full tank with 50.
That yesterday. The way the price is looking right now, they can't fill your shit up. God damn. And they add 10 extra cents if you use a debit card. That's 10 cents more per gallon.
Bro, they're adding 10 extra cents just because it's Friday. They just, you
Processing
go the next day, it's 10 cents higher every single. I promise you, I
These niggas are
promise you,
horrible
it's been
people.
raised
They're horrible ass
every
niggas,
single
bro.
week or every single day this week. It's raised 10 cents. Like this, it started at like 309 on Monday. Now, like I went to get gas
Bro, I
yesterday. It
swear
was
to God, I
349.
feel like there's just major jumps. Like, it's not even 10. It's like 45 cents. Like, whoa, where them 2 extra quarters coming from? Bitch ass nigga, stop.
All
Stop it
because
right
people want to
now.
go and bomb the Middle East.
Man, fuck. Saudi Arabia, like, you know, we not all the way out the game yet, nigga. Let's relax. Damn, bro, but that'll go ahead and wrap up this episode. Thank y'all for rocking with us. Thank y'all for supporting us. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what y'all want to see more, man. You know, just because you said don't mean we're gonna do it, but we'll keep it in consideration. Always. For sure. Jackson, any last words?
Go outside, go touch some grass. Because as you can see, it's a beautiful day outside. So please go outside, go touch some grass, go be normal human.
If you're a horrible nigga, just own up to it.
Valid.
Just live your life. When you out here living a nefarious life, just be honest about it. The people that really rock with you, they're down for whatever. No matter what your situation is. There's niggas that cheat on their wives all the time. Niggas that cheat on their husbands. You don't have to lie and say, I'm single. Just tell the truth. Just tell the truth. If that's the life you gonna live, I don't even support that lifestyle, but there's no need of lying. I feel like that's extra work for you. You just be yourself, because you are a horrible nigga. You are. And get that Age of Attraction show off the airways. Get it off.
I thought about
show.
watching it. I decided against it. I was like, you know what? Let me not even do this. Let me
I'm
not
still
even
gonna watch
do this.
Yo, no, I'm gonna still watch it. They need to take it off though. They need to take it off. I still will be watching. The new episodes dropped yesterday. I will be consuming it during work. But that does not mean that it should be on it. This should not be a show. It's kind of like how I felt about Love Island. This should not be. I'm gonna keep. At that time, I was gonna watch it. I'm still gonna watch this. This should not be on the airways. But without further ado, we'll catch y'all niggas next week.